everybody, welcome to my video. Today I will be reviewing my new hookah. Just bought it from B2 a couple days ago, and it's the limited edition Gunmetal B2 V4 hookah. It's actually pretty nice. I've been smoking it for a couple days. It hits pretty good. It's really smooth. The metal and the finish on it is really nice, very high end. The smoke is great. So we're gonna break this down one by one. We're gonna start from the beginning, from unboxing to each part and all the way into assembly and then smoke, output and all that. So I'm gonna give you guys a full review and you guys let me know in the comment section what you think and let's get into it. Alright, so here we go. Starting with the box. Box came in pretty good condition, came through USPS. It was wrapped perfectly. Don't really have too much to say on the box, just good good packaging. And always first thing first, safety. You guys handle sharp objects, don't cut yourself, don't hurt yourself. Always wear some nice safety gloves. I mean, I'm not doing it in the video because I'm a professional. But always protect yourself, don't try to hurt yourself, and obviously just be careful with what you do. Don't pay attention to the video, that's not a good description, but you know what I mean. Everyone be safe out there. So inside is a bunch of little foam, straight up B2 hookah, a little 15% off, I guess, code. And you want to be careful because there's a lot of foam in there, and as soon as you try to pull something out, they might just spill out. So starting up with this vase, man, this is a nice vase. The finish on this vase is top. It's like on high end, really good. It's very solid and it's very heavy. So you don't want to grab this hookah from the metal and the stem. You want to grab this hookah from the vase where the grip is at right there. You don't want to grab this anywhere else. You kind of have to fill the water up kind of high. And these are our silicones and hookah tips, and my favorite part is probably the hookah tip. It's really nice, but we'll get into that later. So here it is, model V4, color gunmetal. Just a quick. And the box it came in is actually pretty cool. I mean, they got everything set up. Once you open it, your eyes just get and it came with a little envelope. And here's what's inside the envelope. Just some B2 hookah certificates, assembly parts, some little brochures, tiny little brochures, and a couple cool stickers put on your hookah. I recommend using one of the stickers, but we'll get into that later. Here's the tray bottom. It's pretty nice, full metal, very solid, nice finish. Your hands will leave an imprint on there. That's one thing I noticed. If you grab it, your hands leave a mark. Here's a tray top, which is pretty cool. I'm about to show you guys what it looks like when it's set on top of each other. This is one of my things that I like a lot about this B2 is how this tray top sits on the bottom. Allows your hookahs to breathe a little bit. I mean, your coals are gonna need some air. If they're gonna be sitting on this tray, which I don't recommend I recommend getting it from the stove to the Cloud Lotus right away. But it's cool if you want to let it sit there for a little bit, and it sits perfectly in there. It doesn't move around a lot. Once it's in there, it's in there. So here's our hose, silicone. It's really bendy. B2 logo. Comes nice wrapped up. It's pretty cool. I like the hose a lot. It's bendable. It's pliable. It doesn't. If you bend it hard, it doesn't dent. Like, yeah. See that? You bend it hard and you look at it. It's not dent. It doesn't leave a mark. It's not like creasing your shoes. Again, with the fingerprints, you put your fingers on there. It's gonna leave a mark. It will leave a mark. That is one thing I noticed. And getting into your parts, they're just so nice. Like, look at the finish on those. Look at the color. Full on metal is just makes you wet on the inside. No, I'm just playing. All right, here's your hose handle, all gunmetal. Pretty nice. It's one of my favorite parts. I keep saying that, but this is actually one of my favorite parts. The stem. It's nice and thin, very light. It's real metal. Just it's really long too. So and it's very just better with the silicone on the end, but we'll get into that a little later. Straight through, you can see, easy, very thin, and it's durable. It is very durable. So, get into the next part. Here's our heart, And this is where the hookah hose plugs into and where it connects to the downstem to the water. Nothing too much to say about there. It's just very heavy though. It is very heavy. You when you pick it up, you can feel the weight. You can feel the finish in there. Like you know that they took time making this. This is one of the most important parts of the hookah. So there, you know, our little purge and cap. Got our purge ball in there. You can see it. Now I saw some other reviews for hookahs in the past for the V4, and I saw that the purge cap and the ball inside would get stuck. This isn't the case with this one. This purge ball falls right back into there. If you purge the hookah out, you blow the smoke out, the ball falls right back in. It never gets stuck out here. That is one thing I heard in the old reviews, but that's good that they fixed that. If it was a problem before. Getting into our top, I like this top a lot. You know, this top has a lot of those little cuts in them, the little, lines. So if it gets hot, it has a way the air can cool it down, kind of like a motorcycle engine. And can't really say much else about that other than just really nice design, really thought through, and the threading is really nice. It just screws in, everything screws in perfectly. The threads are not like tough to put in, and then the tray bottom just sits perfectly on top of it. It's a nice cut. Tray top sits on top of that. Spin it around, it doesn't move. It just perfect. Comes out nice. Here's your two body pieces. Now these are two identical pieces, and they fit together perfectly. They're split up so you can make your hookah smaller, which I personally do not do. I just like to keep my hookah nice and tall. Gives a lot of room for the smoke to go down. More smoke, better for me. Everybody's different. It's all about personal preference. So that's up to you. And that's what they look like when they're put together. Pretty nice. See right through, no problems. They screw in just perfect. So not something big right there, but it's really nice either way. Really nice finish. And here's your downstem. Now your downstem is going to have a diffuser at the bottom. They'll be into the next one, but yeah, it's nothing much to say. It's really nice. Comes right perfect with the vase. There's your diffuser. Screws in perfectly. It's actually a nice diffuser. I recommend that on all hookahs. That's what it looks like when it's put together. Really nice. Definitely worth the money, in my opinion, when it comes to all these parts. And the cleaning. Here's your hose insert. You put that in your hose first, but we'll get into that a little later. And your coil for your hose. That's something I was kind of confused about when I got it, but we'll get into that later too. So here's all your parts. That was every part in the box. Now it's time for the assembly. Let's get into it. Alright, first thing, I took my top and I took one body part. Screwed those in together. It's easy. No, it wasn't hard at all. Just perfectly screws in. Really nice finish on the screwing and the lining. There's your second part. Screw that in. Easy. Starting from the top to the bottom. Then you want to take your heart. I already put the purge cap in. You don't have to do that, but it can go in whenever. There it goes. Easy. There's your downstem. Diffuser's already screwed on. And this one's really easy too. It just screws in there real nice. I did it slow, but you can do it faster. I did it slow because I just want to make sure everything was perfect. Nothing would come off. Really good. That's what it looks like from top to bottom. Perfect. Doesn't get any better than that. And here's your hose. You put your hose insert on one end with the B2, and that's where you put your coil at. You gotta wrap it around. It might feel like you might break it, but you're supposed to get it on there real nice. Here's your hose handle and your hose silicone. Just put it in there, insert it. Real easy. Then put the cap on if you want to. I prefer it. It's very pliable, makes the hookah hit a little better in my opinion, instead of putting your mouth on the cold metal. Here's your silicones. I'm not going to be using the top silicone, just this bottom one. I will say this bottom one was a real B to put on. It was really tight, but it's supposed to be. That's another thing you feel like you might break, but don't worry, you have to use quite a bit of force to get that on there. So these are the bowl I'm going to be using, silicone and glass. I prefer this over any other bowl just because you can change out the tobacco whenever you want. Obviously, we got the Cloud Lotus. I got the black this time. Don't mind that little plastic. Forgot to take that off. But yeah, Cloud Lotus is the way to go. There's the top. Nice. Try to get a black color to match the gunmetal. Shout out to Burger Rim. You know my hookah hot dogs always supplying me with the good food. Gotta have that. And here's our tobacco we'll be smoking. This is Spawn. Got this from Texas, hookah.com. You know those guys are really reliable. Buy 1 kg every couple months. Depends on how fast I smoke. And here's our flare. So these are the coconaras I'll be using, and they're pretty good. You can buy them from any corner store. So this is what the hookah looks like with just one body piece. I just want to show that real quick. Kind of small, not too big. I mean, it's good if you need to put it somewhere or you want a smaller hookah. This is the sticker I was talking about earlier. You want to put the sticker down there. This is what the hookah, hold on. This is what the hookah looks like when it's fully put together. It's really nice, top to bottom. And you want that sticker at the bottom of the hookah where the water is, because, well, wherever your preference is at, but you want to put the sticker down so you know exactly where to fill it at. I mean, if you don't want to put the sticker on because you don't like the way it looks or you think it makes the hookah look kind of weird, it's all up to personal preference. I put it there because I need to know where the hookah's at. I need to know where the water goes. I need to know how much water I need every time, and I need to make sure I get it right. You get too much water in that hookah, the water starts getting in your hose, and no bueno. So, how does it smoke? The smoke's fucking fantastic. I mean, it goes kind of crazy. I didn't rip the shit out of it like I do to my Starbuzz, because I didn't have to. You know, this hookah, I was hitting this hookah about the same way I used to hit the Starbuzz on a regular day, and I was getting way more smoke than I would on the Starbuzz. And the tobacco lasted, I would say, usually in the silicone, I would about 2 hours, couple coals, 3 to 4 coals, tobacco's done. Here, I'm still trying to find when the threshold ends for the tobacco and how many coals you can put on, because I needed to put 3 coals on at first. Tobacco's really wet. This morning I was smoking some more and I kept smoking. I just kept adding coals and I kept getting smoke, and it just never tasted like burnt tobacco. So I'm still trying to figure out when the threshold is. But I say right now you can smoke up to 3.5 hours without tasting any burnt tobacco. I'm still working on that number, but I'll get it right for you guys. So, yeah, this is my review for the limited edition Gunmetal V4 B2 Hookah. And I gotta say, I'm impressed. And I like this thing a lot. Definitely worth the money. It's more on the pricey side of the hookahs, but I think you guys would like where this thing lands and how it makes you smoke. Other than that, you guys like this video, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel. If you like this content, I'll do some more hookah reviews. But other than that, have a great day. And oh, real quick before I sign off, you know, the Hookah Hot Dogs podcast is coming back. Just give me some time to work on that, work that out. This whole Corona situation is kind of messing that up. So be on the lookout for the Hookah Hot Dogs. Be on the lookout for my smoking hookah and operator pack videos coming out. Try to post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you guys hit me up. Thank you. Have a good night.